Hey everybody, this is Marty from the Warrior Forum. I'm going to show you a quick demonstration about article spinning using Power Article Rewriter in response to some of the recent debates that I and others have been involved in regards to the topic of article spinning. There is some misconception out there about what has been termed human-controlled article spinners, and this is one of them where you actually input all of the information from your article and the software basically collates it and reorganizes it. This is not computer generated garble, but your own words and own writing. So I've got this article here that I've put on one of my small business marketing websites, and I'm putting it into the article space for Power Article Rewriter. So after you've pasted your article into Power Article Rewriter, then you just select sentence by sentence and you start rewriting. Usually I try and put 2 or 3 versions of each sentence, and then I'll spin it further using a synonym replacement feature. So after you've selected your sentence, Power Article Rewriter will automatically paste it in here for you. There's no copying pasting required. Then you go up into the edit area, press return, and automatically these characters which help the software spin your article later are inserted for you. You don't have to worry about them. You don't have to find them on your keyboard. Okay, so here's my first sentence. So my job is to rewrite that sentence, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to press return at the end of that sentence. As you'll notice, Power Article Rewriter puts the syntax in here for you, and you can start typing again. All right, here's my third sentence, and I'll do another sentence here. Again, Power Article Rewriter does the syntax for you. You can keep going and going here, but I'm just going to do one more, so I'm going to have 4 different sentences. Now I have 4 completely different sentences here, using different words, different phrases, and each time Power Article Rewriter spins out an article. When I ask it to spin after I've done all my editing, it will pick one of these sentences. Now I'm going to go through the rest of the article and do all of those sentences, but first I wanted to show you the synonym replacement feature. So the idea here is to change some of the words which are interchangeable synonyms without changing the meaning of the sentence, but giving more flexibility for when Power Article Rewriter actually spins out your article. So it might use this first sentence several times, but the sentence itself is going to be slightly different every time because I'm using different synonyms. So for example, really, in order to actually, a strong manager, director, manager, director, that will work. Usually, normally, commonly. Individuals, we can change that one. Really. Significantly, that's another one. People management, I want to keep that clear, so I won't change that. The manager's main task, job, feel. Now you can also add your own. I actually just added a new ending to that sentence. A manager's main task, job, chore in small business is managing, overseeing people. All right, off video, I am going to do the rest of this article. It's probably going to take me a good 20-25 minutes to do this, but we will be able to spew out a lot of quality articles from this when I'm done. There you go. So now I have some short phrases within a whole sentence that are going to change. That's going to change up that sentence quite differently as well. I've rewritten virtually everything in this article. There was 1 or 2 sentences where I didn't want to rephrase that. I actually just went through the synonym replacement in that sentence, but 95% of this is rewritten. 3 or 4 sentences for each sentence. Now, all I'm going to do is press rewrite it. And this is a version. Let's just concentrate on the first paragraph as an example. A good director in small business is normally very good in getting the right individuals on the right jobs at the right time. Now, it does take a skillful manager to really understand who is going to be the most worthy for each task. Well, creating your small business online presence is one of those things that if you mention it to the right people working for you, they will probably step up to the plate. Let's rewrite that again. We have all heard how important it is to delegate in business in order to get the most done in the least amount of time. The toughest part of that strategy is having somebody to actually like what you are delegating them to do. Interestingly enough, there will always be a few choice employees who will actually be enthused and excited about working on a website for the small business. All right, so basically, they're all saying the same thing. They all make sense. And every time I rewrite it, we are getting a different version. That goes for the same for the rest of the paragraphs and the rest of the article. I'm done. I'm going to push rewrite and save. And I don't normally use 50 articles, but I do use maybe, well, let's just say 12. And I'm going to give this a new name, business article, rewrite and save. And here are all the articles right here that I just saved. Okay, one final tip in using Power Article Rewriter is that My Article Network uses a similar system in trying to make your articles unique. However, you don't really want to go through all that work again. Unfortunately, the syntax between both of these pieces of software are largely incompatible, and so I just don't use it. So what I've done is use a compromise system with Power Article Rewriter and My Article Network. And if you're familiar with how to rewrite articles in My Article Network, they basically ask you to rewrite each sentence in these slots. This is actually the title, and I've put 4 titles in, which is fine. And then they'll just take every sentence in your article and ask you to rewrite it a few times. Well, you're not going to have to rewrite it. All you have to do is go back to the Power Article Rewriter, and basically, because this software is still open and I can still rewrite it even though I saved versions of those articles, I can just press rewrite all over again. Now, when I do that, all I do is look for this sentence and that sentence within the article and just start adding those spun sentences that I have already in Power Article Rewriter. Copy it, go to My Article Rewriter, or go to My Article Network, and paste in the version. I'll go back to Power Article Rewriter and do a rewrite again. Press copy, go back, go to My Article Network. I'll do it again. Even if it's just a few words different, it's still worth putting it in there. I already have them written, so here we go. Actually sounds completely different, so okay. Save and next sentence. And then I just go on, and I submit my article to My Article Network, and I've already had the work done. I'm not having to think about it. I'm just using Power Article Rewriter to regenerate the writing that I've already done, and it's randomly giving me different sentences. So there you go. That's how I use Power Article Rewriter.